who have emerged from the United States Olympic team in Athens, Greece, where he won the gold medal in the light heavyweight division. As a professional, he's fighting as a middleweight. And you can see that he's 6 years younger than the local opponent he's fighting from here in Tampa, a half-inch taller, 16 years younger. Having a difficult night with math tonight. 16 years younger than the local opponent he's fighting. LaPlante is a former amateur kickboxing champion from here in Tampa. He also works as a bellman at a local luxury hotel. Half-inch height advantage for Ward, 2-inch advantage for LaPlante in arm length measured from the armpit to the end of the fist. LaPlante's also a southpaw. They weighed in at or under the 160-pound limit. Tonight, unofficially, LaPlante's put on 2 pounds, and Ward is up to 165. Rules with Harold Letterman.
The Andre Ward Glen LaPlante fight is scheduled for 6 rounds using the rules of the Florida State Athletic Commission that you see on your screen. Jim, the 4 criteria that the judges will use to score each individual round: clean punching, effective aggressiveness, ring generalship, and defense, with a strong emphasis on clean, effective punching. Jim.
Harold, let's go to Michael Buffer for the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joe DeGuardia, Star Boxing and Square Ring Promotions, in association with HBO Pay-Per-View and the American Red Cross Hurricane Relief Fund, present a special middleweight contest. Co-promoter for this bout, Goose and Tudor Promotions. At ringside, the 3 judges assigned scoring this contest will be Don Ballas, Michelle Hellstern, and Mark Streisand. And when the bell rings, the men inside the ring in charge of the action, Pelis Asemenios. And now 6 rounds of boxing. This first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing blue, official weight 158 pounds. His professional record, 9 victories, including 6 knockouts, with only 2 defeats and 1 draw. From St. Petersburg, Florida, here is Glen, the Caveman LaPlante. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing silver with black, official weight 159 pounds, since capturing Olympic gold. A perfect professional record consisting of 5 bouts, 5 victories, including 3 knockouts. From Oakland, California, the undefeated Andre S.O.J. Ward.
Gentlemen, you have received instructions in the dressing rooms. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. Anything below here is a low blow. Shake hands. God bless.
Jim pointed out that LaPlante is a bellman. As an old bellman myself, I hope that Ward tips him well after this fight.
Would it be going too far to say that LaPlante carries a lot of baggage into the fight?
I don't know if he has enough baggage, and I'm sure he doesn't have enough skill.
Frankly, off of LaPlante's, quote, pedigree, unquote, you might draw the conclusion that Ward's first 5 professional opponents were of a higher class, but maybe LaPlante will prove himself to be something different. As you can see him setting up in the southpaw stance and backing away immediately. So Andre Ward is going to have to hunt down Glen LaPlante. LaPlante is pushed down in the first skirmish of the fight. LaPlante said to us, if nothing else, I'll land my jab. I've got long arms. I learned from kickboxing. I think I'll get in some shots.
Hey, don't punch!
This is a
It's
an impossible fight for LaPlante, for that concerned, to win, but it's very difficult for a guy like Ward, who's been fighting top caliber opposition, you know, Olympics, all these national amateur championships in America, and then to fight a guy of this caliber who's scared, running away. Very difficult to look impressive.
LaPlante fired back, trying to give as good as he got. Ward taking his time, trying to set something up from outside.
Ward is fighting a good fight right now when you consider everything. I think he's been very patient, taking his time, punching very accurate, pinpoint all of his punches.
Right. Pinpointed that one right below the belt line.
Oh, on the belt line.
Referee Pelis Asemenios momentarily telling Ward to keep him up. Andre Ward, a very instinctive, very fluid fighter. You'll see him turn southpaw on a whim whenever he feels like it.
Should be pointed out that the reason that Andre Ward is on this card is that Roy Jones has a half interest in him.
I think he's a promotional contract with Goosen and Roy Jones's company. I think he's co-promoted by both of those.
Exactly right.
Good right hand. Beautiful.
And in 12 previous boxing matches, Glen LaPlante probably hasn't ever seen or felt anything exactly like that.
Nope, but he's never been in with this caliber competition either.
We know he's never seen anything like it because he didn't see that one at all.
So 1 knockdown for Ward in the first round in relatively limited contact. And now a second knockdown. As the round is coming to an end, and LaPlante will not get up from that.
That was a blow behind the head.
Very slow count, too.
As LaPlante, I think LaPlante ducked away from the punch, but it landed behind the head, a very dangerous area for a punch to land.
We saw it last week as Sam Peter caught Vladimir Klitschko on the back of the head with a punch that produced a knockdown, and now LaPlante is recovering under the watchful eye of medical personnel here from the second knockdown and the end of the fight against Andre Ward. It'll go down as a Ward first-round TKO, and it was a dreadful mismatch.
I'm glad it's over with.
Everybody is.
But I thought Ward still acquitted himself very good. He fought a very patient fight, and I have so much respect for him. Just the fact that he won a gold medal as a light heavyweight in the Olympics. And is
Fighting out of his natural weight
class. Yes, and he's 2 weight divisions down, because not just has he bypassed the 168-pound, but he's down to 160.
Exactly right. He won a gold medal in the Olympics at 178, having moved up to that weight class to give a buddy a chance to fight on the team in a lower weight class. He literally said, you know, my buddy's only going to make the team as a middleweight, so I'll go up and fight as a light heavyweight. This is the kind of guy Andre Ward is. Here's the first knockdown, Emmanuel.
Perfectly timed right hand. Very well executed. Great position. Pinpoint punching.
And now let's see what produced the punch behind the head on the second of these 2 knockdowns. Well, as LaPlante was ducking down, Ward's shot grazed across the side of his head and onto the back. But frankly, it was close enough to the ear that I don't think that was necessarily an egregious rabbit punch under those circumstances. Very difficult when one guy is running away, hiding, trying to get away from a far superior fighter, and ducking into odd angles to do so. Let's go to Michael Buffer for the official particulars on the first round TKO.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 2 minutes, 59 seconds of the very first round. The winner by knockout victory, still undefeated now, 6-0, Olympic gold medal champion, Andre S.O.G. Ward.
Well, Manny, there's not a whole lot that a hot young prospect can learn from an experience like that.
No, I think basically they just put him on this card because it's a very high visible card just to give him a win. I would like to have someone with a better opponent. I think he would have looked better himself.
Ward landing only 12 out of 46. And most of those were power shots. LaPlante threw 27 punches and landed 3 of them. He tried, but he was in against somebody who was in a league several leagues above his own. Let's go to Larry Merchant with Andre Ward.
Thank you, Jim. Andre, what do you get out of a fight like this?
First of all, lawyer, I have to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for making this all possible. I pray that that man is okay, and I just give him the glory. But to answer your question, this is a tough competitor. I think it's starting to go down the line where I'm fighting decent fighters, but you know they go out like that, so you feel I'm not, kind of like what Roy went through for a while.
All right, let's take a look at the knockout. It came from an unusual punch on the back of the head. You describe behind the ear. You say describe it.
I tried to throw him overhand right. He jumped right into. I knew he was a southpaw, so that's called the swivel jab. Hit him right behind the ear, and his equilibrium, he didn't have any, and he just fell. And that was it.
Thank you. Look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you,
Jim.
All right, so as you heard from Michael Buffer, Andre Ward moves to 6-0 with 4 KOs, and we will see him again as he continues his professional career. Let's go back up to